Working on the place command today with Obi Wan. So basically, this is, well, first it's a lesson in listening, right? Because what we're asking him to do is so easy. But basically he's learning to go to the cot right here when we ask him to and stay there until he's released. It sounds so simple, right? But people really struggle with teaching their dog to do this. So we're going to use that recall that we've started with him and a pointed finger, and then we're going to use the stay that we've also started with him. So we've got the foundation. Now we're just adding a raised cot and distractions. Who is it?
I'll get it.
Always start with a door knock, just to give it some context. Hey, when somebody knocks on the door, I want you to do this. There's the recall. He chooses, go out the door, he gets a correction. Bam, he gets on the bed. Good job. His attitude has really been very good. You know, he might make one or two mistakes, but it's easily remedied. And we can't say the same about all dogs, to be honest with you. So he got right on. He's laying down. This is wonderful. Now we produce triggers that might want to get him to make a mistake. He's a really smart dog, but he also has a good attitude.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? Hello.
Oh, look at him.
Hi, how are you? Yeah.
Even with other dogs.
Thank you.
Wow. This is really, really, really impressive for the first lesson. Really relying heavy on Josh.
Good boy. Sorry, Sparky. Good boy.
Good job. Really letting him know we like his choices. He's being pet when he's in command. The fact that he's ignoring the tennis balls is huge. He's ball obsessed. It's not going to take away his drive. It's just going to give him an off switch.
Yeah, you know, I would recommend if they do play fetch or whatever with him, that they use it in like one context.
Yeah,
so, like,
outside in the yard.
We don't play ball in the living room or in the kitchen or we play at this one time. When we do this thing is when we play ball, right? When we go into the woods, wherever you're doing it. Just make it a thing so that he's not expecting it.
He becomes neurotic.
Happen anywhere.
Yeah.
So even if there's a ball right here, he's smart enough to know that the ball alone doesn't mean to go into drive because we're not playing. It's the ball plus the car ride to the woods equals playing.
And we have an off switch.
Alone,
yeah.
right? So pick a place to do it or a context that you can recreate and keep it there. Otherwise, if you just bust it out randomly in all sorts of different contexts in his life, he's going to start getting more anxious about it. Because, like you said, obsessed. It's not just there's drives linked to that, and he really enjoys going into the drive because he's a working breed, and that's probably the time that his brain gets to go into that working mode. So he really wants it. Just like a working dog, context. They know when they have the best time when they're working and when they're just lounging at the house. So don't allow the drive to pop up on its own. If he tries to enter drive and tries to bring something to you and say, play with me, it's a no. I mean, this is just my advice. You don't have to follow this. This is just how I think would be the easiest to live with them, right? Like, when we're going to play is when I choose we're going to play. So if I come to you and say, hey, do you want to play? That's the only time the game starts. And it's the only time you're allowed to go into that mode. Okay? Maybe, just maybe, he'll actually pick up some other behaviors because it is kind of weird hanging out with him beforehand where all he would do is grab stuff and drop it and do this.
Yeah, like you're just a dispenser
right?
of
So
a ball or a stick.
Behaviors to explore. We can't just I can't enjoy watching you do anything else while we're out here on this hike because all you do is this. So by letting him know if I didn't offer it, don't go into that mode. If you go into that mode and I haven't offered it, I'm going to correct you. And what will happen is he'll find other things that he can do with his time.
Wow, I'm building some impulse control. This is really
And this is just a resource thing too. It goes back to the resources, like all the things are mine first and then claim them. because then he feels entitled to just go pick this up, right? Like, if I had this box of toys or this basket of toys here, and I had it upstairs with Riggins, if he picked off his bed and went over there and started digging through it, I would let him know, don't do that, right? Only if I go and get it out of there and give it to you, or if I told you to go get it. This is just a clear black and white, everything's mine unless I give it to you, and then once I give it to you, I can also take it back kind of thing. That's what I get for being the leader. But it's not all glorious being the leader. I have to put the work in. I'm responsible for your behavior, for your well-being, you know, paying all the bills, running the ship, right? The benefits that we get is you listen, and everything is mine first. I get first access, and you get second if I give it to you. Oh, and don't complain and beg and whine and all that stuff. Just be chill. So I've been explaining that to him. I've been describing that to him, that that's how I want him to relate to me and to the house and to the pack, okay? And whenever he does that, he's like, oh, I got this. You're saying follower. I've already got that locked into my brain. I know how to do that because I'm a dog and I'm used to being in packs, so they already know how to be a follower, but they're not going to give it to you for free. Once he gives me that follower mentality, which is pretty much everything I described, I reward him. I let him know I love how you're behaving. But if he starts to cross that line, and I start seeing this entitlement, and I start seeing him trying to control the situation, then I'm going to express to him that I don't like that, and if you keep going, I will address it, okay? And so he has a clear contrast of what I like and what I don't. Good, good, good. We're putting some specific commands to it. We're going to be using place, we're going to be using down and stay and all that stuff with him in his daily life, but the big thing for him to understand is a switch in hierarchy, so he feels like he's the follower and you're the leader. That's going to make life really, really easy. If he's struggling with that, if we're struggling to seal the deal there, like saying, I'm the leader, you're the follower, that's where dogs struggle. They understand the commands, it's easy to learn. But if they don't want to be your follower, they don't want to allow you to lead, that's where you'll see, oh, I have to earn back that position and I have to keep the maintenance of that position of being the leader, okay? And it gets easier and easier as you do it. Good, how old is he?
He's just about to be 2.
Okay, so he's an adult. But he's new to being an adult. It's not like he's 8, you know? So, we caught him at a decent time. If you're going to be trying to patch things up and we got to it a little late, it's better to be under 2 years than closer to 5.
Pulling out random things. He pulled out the bandana, he pulled out the Dremel head.
You smell something in there. There might be a treat down there somewhere. Anyway, I really like his behavior.
Yes, me too.
And he's offering stuff that it looks like I trained him to do, but really I just captured it. So and expressed to him that I like that. So he's like, okay, I'm with this guy, I'm part of his pack. Let me try to do what he likes. And let me try not to do what he doesn't like. So I got him there. That's what followers, that's how they're thinking. So he's putting himself in a down. I like that. I didn't tell him to do that. He's putting himself in a double down. He's got his chin down, which means he's really committed. He's not stressing about when am I going to get off to play with those balls. I want to play with everything like everybody else. He's doing these things to show me and the rest of the pack that he's not interested, which is trying to stay away from conflict. So I'm saying, yes, 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 that's the answer. That mindset that he's got right there, I'm trying to let him know that's the answer always. Whenever you're in doubt, that is the answer. It's never not the answer when somebody's addressing you for your behavior. The answer will always be calm down and like relax. All right? We're not saying, hey, what's wrong with you? Get more excited. You know what I mean? Nobody struggles with getting more excited. It's always going to be relaxed and chill and disengage and that kind of thing. So he's learning that's part of the recipe. If I were to correct him, go into that state. And we'll carry that state in all the commands. In the heel, even in the walk, we'll have that nice calm mind. On the place bed, when he's laying down, he'll associate it with this submissive, passive, calm state of mind. All right? It's not just where the body is, it's more where the mind is. All right? If the dog's chill, he's going to lay down. Okay? Look at her, she's chewing on something.
Well, she finds a toy and suckles on it.
This is a good boy.
Wow.
This is a good dog. All right. And you know, I'm still petting him when he's trying to please me or he's doing things I like. I'm petting him. I am not petting him otherwise. So he's wanting to work for it. It's starting to become valuable. right? Just me saying good is going to be very valuable. All right? And plus we're correcting now.
Yeah.
And so now we have contrast. He's like, I am also the guy who corrects, but I'm also the guy who gives all the rewards.
Yep.
So now there's the contrast. Oh, I like when he gives rewards. I'm not really thrilled when we have to go down the other road. So he's like, let me choose which road to take. Good. All right. Obi, you a good boy? Break.
Good boy.
That's it,
Nice job,
he's gonna learn, I
Obi.
think we'll see that. Great, got it. Got it. See, I advocate for him.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see. I think that he's gonna say, "Hey, I like this command."
Yeah,
Okay, that's my
safe
place
here.
to go to. Yeah, nothing's gonna bother me here. Nothing's going on here. Hey, buddy, break.
Good job, buddy.
So it looks to me he doesn't want to get off the bed.
It's gonna be a recall.
Right? Come here. Good
Nice
boy.
job.
Good boy. That was awesome. Yeah, he wants to go back to bed.
He wants to go back to
Which
bed.
just means to me that I'm doing it right.
Yes.
I'm getting that association right. This is
Seeking
the place
comfort
to
there.
relax. Yeah, look, stand away.
Nice job.
This is a nice dog. Little too far.
Looking for some commitment to the stay here.
Yeah, see, good.
Good.
Yep. That's
Now
the
we offer
difference.
to sit and we
Good
capture it.
boy. Look at, that's the one. So there was 3 different ones he showed me, and I disagreed with 2 of them, and he gave me the excellent one, and I said, that's the
Wow.
standard. Because what came with that last one was commitment and calmness. And he's like, okay, that's what he wants, that's the one. They know, and it's not just because he's a Border Collie. I've worked with all breeds. They can understand the state of mind is part of it. So sit, but don't be excited, be calm, right? Recall, commit more. It seems like maybe a dog wouldn't understand that, but they all pick it up. Good. Good, look at that. He's picking up a little quicker than some other dogs because he's got that Border Collie brain, so he's really smart, so he picks up patterns very fast. Good. All right. Good. That's nice. Very sweet nature in there as well. There's a softness to him. I'm also expressing to him, I like that side of you. So I'm also telling him, when you're chill and you're sweet, I do like that. I really like that. I won't like it if it's in a manipulative fashion, meaning I'm trying to correct you and you're trying to be charming, right? But I do like it when we hang out that you're calm, chill, and sweet. All right, good. Good boy. That's really nice. Right?
Good job.
Look at this guy.